They said the goats were found without blood. No tracks, no struggle, only a symbol carved into the sand, older than the desert itself. While we are together in this moment, traversing the enshadowed interstices of this place, long-buried mysteries will emerge from beneath the ground, revealed under the cold beams of dawn. So, take my advice, follow closely, walk softly, and speak no word. It starts here. There are lands where silence is not empty. It presses against your ears. It listens back. A young livestock runner once crossed such a desert, driving a small herd between two distant settlements. The path was old, older than the fences, older than the road markers, older even than the names men had given to the stars. The first goat was found at dawn. No torn flesh, no scattered bones. It lay as if asleep, except its eyes were wide, and its body felt hollow. The ground around it was undisturbed. No paw prints, no drag marks, only a shape etched in the dust nearby. 3 clawed crescents forming a circle. He told himself it was coyotes. It had to be. Predators grow clever in dry lands. That night, the wind changed. The herd grew restless. They would not drink. They stared into the dark as if watching something pace just beyond sight. The runner stayed awake beside the fire, rifle across his knees, listening. Near midnight, he heard it. Not a growl, not a howl. A clicking sound like bone tapping against stone. Slow, deliberate. He stood, raised the lantern, and walked beyond the circle of light. The desert stretched silver beneath the moon. Then he saw it, not clearly, never clearly, but enough. A shape low to the ground, back arched unnaturally high, spines rising along its silhouette like the ridges of an ancient carving. Its head tilted sideways, as if studying in the way a man studies a relic. Its eyes did not reflect light. They absorbed it. The runner fired. The sound shattered the stillness. The herd scattered in panic, but when the smoke cleared, the thing was gone. In its place, pressed into the sand, was the same symbol, 3 crescents, perfectly carved. He remembered something his grandfather once whispered, long before livestock, long before ranches. This land belonged to beings that drank essence, not flesh. Guardians of forgotten temples, creatures tied to rituals where blood was not spilled for hunger, but for balance. He had laughed at those stories. He did not laugh now. By morning, 2 more goats lay empty, and in the distance, far beyond the dunes, he saw something impossible, a stepped silhouette rising from the earth, half swallowed by sand. He had crossed this desert dozens of times. That structure had never been there before. Curiosity is stronger than fear when fear does not yet have a face. He tied the remaining herd and walked toward the shape. The sand shifted strangely beneath his boots, as though hollow. The air grew heavier. Even the wind seemed to circle around the rising structure without touching it. As he approached, he saw carvings along the exposed stone, serpents intertwined with skeletal animals. A figure crouched on all fours, elongated skull, jagged spine, claws curved like crescent moons. The same symbol beneath it, 3 crescents. He stepped inside, the fractured entrance. Cool air breathed upward from below. The chamber was small, but the walls were covered in faded pigments. Scenes of offerings laid before something crouched in shadow. The figures were not pleading. They were calm, reverent. In the center stood a shallow basin carved from obsidian, dry, cracked, waiting. Behind him, he heard the clicking again. Closer. He turned slowly. It stood at the entrance, tall now, upright. Its limbs too long, its joints bending where they should not. Its mouth narrow, almost delicate but lined with thin, needle-like teeth. Its skin stretched tight over bone, pale as bleached stone. It did not lunge. It did not snarl. It simply watched, and then it stepped forward, not toward him, but toward the basin. The runner felt something sharp along his neck, not claws. Pressure, as if invisible fangs pierced skin without breaking it. His vision blurred. The creature lowered its head over the basin, and dark liquid began to drip from the air itself, as though drawn from him. Without wound, the basin drank. The carvings along the walls seemed to shimmer. He understood then. It was never livestock he wanted. Goats were easy. He was the offering. The desert had not forgotten its old agreements. And when the basin filled halfway, the creature stopped. It stepped back. The pressure vanished. The runner collapsed. Weak but alive, the basin, now dark and glistening, slowly cracked down the middle, a fracture spreading through ancient stone. The creature let out a sound, not anger, disappointment. Then it retreated into shadow, dissolving against the walls like smoke returning to stone. When he stumbled back outside, the structure was already sinking, sand swallowing it grain by grain. By sunrise, there was nothing there, only dunes and the herd. He never crossed that desert again. Years later, he would say only this: some monsters are not predators. They are keepers of contracts older than memory. And when men forget the price once paid in blood and ritual, the land collects interest in silence. The desert does not create creatures. It preserves them. And curiosity is a debt the earth is always willing to reclaim. If you wish to continue these descents with us, you may subscribe and follow the signal. Until the next opening, stay safe and keep the flame blazing.